Bitcoin is trading at $108,000. We have every single altcoin, just like it seems to be down only. We have gold at all-time highs. We have, a lot of things breaking in the system, in my opinion. We have, all these like regional banks kind of like, double-digit red. We have, just stock markets kind of like taking a little bit of a correction. We have a very volatile president. And there's just a lot of like trade wars kind of going on. There's a lot of uncertainty with where the market's heading. And there's a lot of talk that, the Bitcoin cycle's over and that, the bubble's bursting. And, even like Tommy Lee today was speaking about, these treasury companies, and he was saying that the bubble essentially burst. And I don't really know what he means by that because he's always like a permanent bull. But, I've been saying this for a while. I would not be surprised that one of the catalysts that sends us into a bear market or just a very sharp downturn is if one of these companies goes insolvent or just like, blows up to the point where it just like creates a huge contagion event. And it's just a really weird time, considering that, what was it? Paxos minted like $300 trillion of USDT or whatever the case may be, and then like burned it right away, which is like, oh, my bad. We like fat fingered like $300 trillion. And then we had obviously the event, last Friday with, in my opinion, it was a coordinated like, manipulation done by, the usual suspects that we all know. And so you just kind of have to ask yourself the question, what is my plan going forward, and what should I do? And I don't have a crystal ball, like something, if I was given the choice or like someone had to ask me right now, I would say that we're probably gonna trade down a little bit, probably for at least like a week or two until this whole like government shutdown gets resolved. We get the Fed FOMC meeting out of the way. We get another interest rate cut, and hopefully it's like some money printing to help these regional banks and just more liquidity into the system, because I really feel like the constraint is pretty strong when it comes to the overall like economy and government. Like I think everybody's feeling that. So I wouldn't, it's kind of hard to be a bull right now, but I do think that the market is going to be resilient. I don't really think that they're going to let the economy fall by any means. I just think that the direction of getting there is going to be a little bit blurry, but I think we'll be okay. And if you're somebody that's over diversified, and maybe you have like all these like speculative altcoins and all these like meme coins that are still like in the profits, or you still have like some value in them, it's not like financial advice, but maybe consider consolidating some of those into bigger blue chip coins, or even like Bitcoin or something like that, if you cannot stomach watching these go down 70, 80, 90%, because that does happen in a bear market. I'm not saying we're going to go into one, but you need to have a plan for both scenarios, and you need to choose the one that's going to hurt the least. So that's just something to consider. And again, I think that things are kind of tough right now. It's kind of hard to get a read on the market. I would not stay online when it comes to like crypto Twitter or anything like that, because you're going to find like no shortage of doom and gloom, or just like max euphoria of like how like gold hitting all-time highs is super bullish, and like whatever the case may be. But I know it sucks in general. So just stick to the plan, stick to something that's not going to hurt you if things go opposite of the direction you're expecting. And as always, I'll continue to update you with what I'm seeing in the market. As always, like this content, share with a friend, subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.